Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. Good morning, everybody. It is around 8 a.m. I just got back from the gym. I got there around 7, did an hour workout, just getting home now. I am so happy that all of you have been so excited about Vlogmas Day 1. I woke up this morning to like so many comments about how much you were enjoying it, that you loved the intro. I have a couple other intros I'm going to be putting in videos throughout. I'm just so excited that you guys are enjoying it because I honestly thought it was boring. We're just gonna get going. But I am gonna go get cleaned up because I am a sweaty mess. I'm gonna probably throw my pajamas back on and then we'll make some coffee and maybe we'll chit chat a little bit. Alright, so I am cleaned up and back in some comfortable clothes and I'm going to make some coffee. Using the Bialetti, and a lot of you asked how to use it or how to make the coffee in it. So I'm going to walk you through that right now because it is truly like the best coffee. So I'm going to go ahead, get my Cafe Bustelo out of the pantry and then show you how to do it because it's so simple and the coffee is so stinking good. All right. The first thing you want to do is inside the bottom section, I'm going to put it in the light. Do you see that like little nozzle right there? You fill water to the point right below it. You don't want to overfill it past that little nozzle. And then you put this little capsule funnel thing in. And now we just add the coffee. Let me grab a spoon. And you want to pack it in very gently. So you don't want it like firmly packed together. Just like tap it down. So I'm going to add, I don't want it super strong today. Just a little bit more. Depending on what I'm using, I'll put more in. But then just like smooth it down. Make sure there's no coffee around that lip. And then you just screw the top back on. This back on. You don't want flames going past the perimeter. So I would say like medium high. Actually, that's more like medium low. And then it will percolate and come out the top. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to watch some news, light my candle, enjoy my coffee, and make a plan for the day. Once I have a plan, I'll pick up the camera and we will start rocking and rolling. So I'll see you in a little bit. I'm listening to Kelly Clarkson, The Meaning of Life album. Like I said, it is so, so good. Got home from the gym, showered, had coffee and some toast, and then Steven and I actually, well, Steven didn't have a choice, but I made him watch A Christmas Prince that is on Netflix. It is the most predictable movie. Steven and I were like literally saying what would happen minutes before it occurred. But I cried at the end. Steven is making fun of me. He's getting ready to take Bubba's for a walk. And I'm just like making plans for the day. But I thought we'd go ahead and open the advent calendars. And I'm actually thinking about putting up another tree today and then walking you through how I decorate it. And some tips and tricks I use for decorating a tree. So yeah, we might put up another tree. I just need to find the perfect location for it. But let's go ahead and see what is in our advent calendars today. Oh, and thank you for the person at David's Tea that told me that I'm actually supposed to put the boxes in the other way because they build like a puzzle. But let's go ahead and find day 2. Oh, here it is. And this tea is called Chocolate Macaroon. It's a black tea. You've got to be kidding me. Chocolate macaroon, that sounds amazing. And then you put the box in backwards and it'll start to make a puzzle. See? All right, so I have chocolate macaroon. And now let's go ahead and open up number 2. Oh, it's right there. But I actually noticed yesterday, after I edited, it's it's in your hands. It actually tells you everything right here on the door. So you don't have to just look at the product. All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna set you down here so I can actually get in there and grab it. The sample sizes in this advent calendar are ridiculous. I'm so happy. So this is called This Christmas Only. Enjoy this limited winter edition shower foam while you can. And it's rosewood and pine. I am pumped about this. So it's a shower foam. It's called rosewood and pine. Oh my gosh, really excited. Sorry it's not focusing because there's so much happening. But super excited about that. All right, so we got some chocolate macaroon tea, this rosewood and pine. Let me set this over here. I ended up not making my tea last night, so I definitely have some choices to go with. All right, day 2 for the Atelier cologne. I think it's down here. Let's go ahead and, there it is. This is the one I really feel like I'll end up tearing. And what did we get? We got a soap. And it is Cedret Envrent. I can't say any of these names. It's so fancy. Let's go ahead and find day 2 of our diptyque. Gosh, don't tear. Do not tear. It's an eau de toilette in Philoskios. I don't know if I said that right, but let's go ahead and give it a smell. I like that. It smells like springtime, actually. It has like a grassy, citrusy smell to it. Or like right after you cut flowers, and like that smell. Oh, I like that a lot. It's not overpowering. The more it dries down, I like it even more. That's amazing. So yeah, I want to think about where we could put another tree in the house so I can walk you through my decorating tips. I thought of maybe putting it in the office, but we'll never see it. We could go in the dining room. I would normally put it in that corner, but that huge plant's there and we have nowhere else to put that right now. You go in this corner. Just don't know where it would go. I almost am crazy enough to like put it right there. I'm actually not above it. Would it be weird to have a tree there and a tree right there? I might actually put it there. It would be so cool. I think that's where it's gonna go. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed then, and then we'll go get some stuff to decorate it with. All right, so I just got ready to head on out. And I'm wearing like this camo shirt that I want to add patches to. And then I am wearing these Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene high tops, and I never wear them because I never know how to style them. So I did just cuff a pair of J brand jeans, and I'm gonna wear them like this today. I don't know if I love it, but I struggle to style high tops. If you have any suggestions, all you fashion people out there, on how to style a pair of high tops, I'd love some feedback because I'm not good at it and I don't even know if this looks cute. So this is my plan. I am gonna put the tree up in the breakfast nook, and I don't care that there are 2 trees in close proximity to each other. The tree in the living room, I accented with a few green ornaments. I'm actually going to do the breakfast nook tree in red because I have like the red stockings hanging up, and that's usually a color that like I stay away from. I'm not like the biggest red fan, but this holiday season I'm feeling like a lot more like traditional with my Christmas colors. Like I would never have bought that red and white striped stocking, but I actually really, really like it. So I think I'm gonna do some red on that tree. And my goal today is to teach you some tips and tricks about adding ribbon to your tree, and then just some little things I do in general. Yeah, so I think we're gonna put up like a 9.5 foot, like thin pencil tree. No matter what, when you sing in the car or in the shower, you think you are the best singer in the world. I kind of feel that way no matter where I'm at, that I'm a great singer, but I know that I'm not. But you know what? Don't let anyone dim your spirit. Just sing your heart out and live your best life. When something bad happens and you like start fretting or get so much anxiety, like you've already experienced the worst. Like you've already experienced the worst pain of it all, like the initial happening of the event. And I always realize like it's only gonna get better from here on out. And just, I think the constant framing of like, take your problem and put it in the perspective of other things happening in the world or with people you know, and all of a sudden your problem doesn't seem so big at all, and you almost feel ridiculous for complaining and being negative about it. And the other thing is like, I just do me. Like, if I want to sing loudly and act ridiculous in my car or dance around the house, like just do you and what brings you joy, and celebrate the moments you have, because it could all be over and all be taken away in a heartbeat. So the last thing I want to do is be spending it like fretting or being negative about stuff. And that's really what I do, and it works every single time. Oh my goodness. So I started filming in Michael's and then ended up not finishing filming because it was crazy in there. So I'm listening to the new Sia Christmas album. I cannot decide what I think about it. It's like all original Christmas songs, which original Christmas songs are sometimes really hard to pull off. But I mean, some are really cute. There are just some that I'm just like, I don't highly recommend it. I think if you can get it on Spotify, if you have a Spotify account, go for it. Speaking of Spotify, my Christmas playlist will be linked down below. I will be linking it into every Vlogmas video, so feel free to check it out because I think it's pretty darn good. And oh, you are a good friend leaving that first spot open. That was great timing. Alright, so in a good place with the things I picked up at Target, I picked up one more set of ornaments that are red cardinals that you like clip on branches. And I got wrapping paper for a gift that I need to wrap for someone at work. And then, what else did I get? Oh, I got 2 face masks that were in like this little gift section. One was like an active charcoal mask, and the other one was like a coconut water hydrating mask. So I got those to try. So I thought I'll give those a whirl.
It's no real baby. Pot full of grits. I'm hotter than your mama's sucker boy. Better get with it. Better watch your mouth. I'm not burn your boy. Downtown, go to work. Good Lord, I deserve. If you're scared, go to church.
It had an interesting interaction in the parking lot. As I was walking out, there was a woman walking, and I was passing her, and I just looked at her and I said, "Have a great day." And she like looked at me almost stunned and then said, "Oh, you too." And I said, "Is everything okay?" And she was like, "No, I'm just not used to anyone saying like, have a great day." It threw me off guard. And I was like, gosh, that's where our world has come. Like, strangers can throw each other off if they tell one to have a great day. It's just really surprising to me. And like, that's something I do all the time. Like, I feel like if you're walking past someone, you should acknowledge their presence. Like, whether it's in a store, give them a smile and say, "Have a great day," or "I hope your day's going well." Like, it's just really surprising to me that we've come to this point where we just like fly by each other and don't even acknowledge. It doesn't matter if you know them or not. Like, it's another human being on this planet that you share it with. And I don't know. it just really kind of threw me because I was like, I don't know. So I guess my challenge for you this holiday season is every time you walk by someone, like acknowledge that they're present and that they are there, and just nod or smile or tell them to have a great day. You'll be amazed that it like throws them, but the impact it can have is huge. It's taking all of me to love someone like you. You don't be cruel. It's taking all of me to love someone like you. Alright friends, so I am in the breakfast nook. So in my living room, I have that tree here, and I'm watching the Grinch right now. But I also added a 9.5 foot pencil tree in front of this big window that we have in our breakfast nook. And I have never done a red tree. So this year I'm going to do a red tree. So I picked up a bunch of different red ornaments from, here I'll get down here and show you, from Michael's. And let me hit the light switch. And like some have like a red velvet feel, some are like pearlized, there are glitter. Then these white pine cones, these snowflakes, and then I cut up a poinsettia from Michael's, and then this mesh ribbon, which is my favorite to work with. And I'm going to talk you through how to put this on your tree. This tree is pre-lit and it's really nice, but I have a strand of twinkle lights that I'm going to add. I don't know if you can even see them because I can't find them. So I'm going to add this strand of twinkle lights into the tree. The key with adding this extra set of lights is I'm going to tuck them really far in, almost near the post, so they'll twinkle from the inside but not be on the exterior of the tree. I did the same exact thing with the twinkle lights on my big tree. I will see if we can catch some of the twinkling. You'll see it, it's very subtle, but it's inside the tree. So I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping all those twinkle lights into the tree. And when I come back, we'll talk about decorations. I have some really great tips for decorating your tree as well. So here is the tree. As you can see, it's 9.5 feet. It's super skinny. I love it. And you will see very subtly all the twinkling lights inside of it. And now what I'm going to do is talk about adding the ribbon. Ribbon is a great way to fill in bare spots, whether it's a real tree or an artificial. But the best ribbon to work with is this mesh ribbon. Now I will tell you, because this 10-foot tree is so big, I bought the really wide ribbon, but because it's a pencil tree, I went with thinner white that has like this little bit of iridescent glitter in it. Here's the key. Do not try to either put the whole spool of ribbon on and work with it that way, and don't try to work with really long pieces. I'm gonna cut these, and I'll show you when I'm done, into really small chunks, and the key is to tuck them in, and it looks like the ribbon is coming out from different sections, but only work with small pieces of ribbon. I'm gonna cut mine, and then I will show you like how long they are, and then we'll start working with them into the tree.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing a song, barreling through the...
All right, gang, I have all my ribbon cut up and I measured them, and they're about 3 feet long each section. So now what I'm going to do is show you, and we'll start at the I don't want to start at the bottom, but it'll be the easiest way to film it. So let's go ahead and do a piece here at the bottom. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ribbon, and what I'm going to do is just bunch it up, and you'll start to get like that nice bubble effect. And what I'm going to do is tuck it into my tree. I'm going to find one branch, and I'm going to twist it around. And I know you cannot see this, so we'll go in there then. So you can see that I found this one branch right here, and I twisted it around the ribbon. And now what I'll do is I'll just bubble it up in another section, kind of loop it in, go in, find another branch deep in there, twist it around again, come back and shape that. I'm going to do the same across this next section now. Let's see if we can make this work. So now that I have that in that section, I'm going to do the same thing here. Bubble it in. I'm going to tuck it into this section, twist one of the branches around it, and then fluff it up. And then this last piece, I will do the same thing. Loop it in, find it, twist it, and then fluff it. So let's just look at the effect of that. So that first ribbon is in there, and what I want to do is that one's going horizontal, but I'm going to go every which way. So I'm just going to start adding the ribbon, and then we'll look at it after I've implemented that same strategy the whole way around. So here's where we are right now with the ribbon. As you can see, it just looks really natural. What I'm thinking right here is I'm going to cut a really tiny piece there, and then maybe a little tiny piece there. So that's the great thing about this ribbon, is that you can just cut the littlest piece that you need. And then I'll show you. So this little tiny piece that's maybe about a foot, I'm gonna tuck in to that bald spot we saw. So now look, that section right there was bald, and now it's not. And then I'm gonna add a little piece right around there to fill that in, and I have this tiny piece still there. So, all right, so now that's what we have. You can see the twinkle lights are in there very deep, and then that ribbon is just naturally like flowing through the tree, and it looks super great. Now, here's the deal. I have all these red ornaments. I have poinsettia to fill. I have these snowflakes to fill. You don't want to put your fillers in until you put your ornaments on. Now here's my thing about ornaments. The closer they hang to the branch, the more control you have over placement. So instead of buying hooks or using the cords, like these had little strings attached to them, buy florist wire and cut them in like 3-inch pieces and use those to attach the bulbs to, because they'll hang so much nicer. So now I'm gonna go in with those red ornaments and just fill in the tree, and then we'll go in with our fillers. All right, gang, so here is the finished tree. So what happened is I went through and put the bulbs in, and some are deep and some are right on the edge. Also, don't forget like that bottom of your tree. Then after all the bulbs were on, I went in with the snowflakes and really tried to push them, some really deep inside and some on the outside of the tree. But then you'll see that some are like sit back in. Then I went in with the white pine cones. And then lastly, I put the poinsettia pieces in. I love it. It looks so good. And like I said, I hate a tree topper. I think they look much nicer without. Now I have this white fir throw that I picked up at Home Goods for $10. I'm just gonna wrap that around the bottom, and then we'll see what the finishing touches look like. So here is the tree all done. I hope some of these tips are really helpful for you. So we have that tree there, and then the green tree is right here in this section. So when you look out, pardon the mess, so that's kind of the shot of the house. This is such a mess here. There's a mess here. There's a mess here. See, there are messes everywhere in this house. I love it. All right. So that is some tree decorating. I also went to the P.O. box and I have 2 things to open. Okay, so I didn't. Steven stopped by my P.O. box and there were 2 things in there. One is from South Point, Ohio. Super excited to open it. It's a card. It's a Christmas card. It's beautiful. Joy to the world. Morning, Pop-Tart. Oh my gosh, I must steal that phrase. I am off today, Cyber Monday, so I'm doing Christmas stuff and catching up on my YouTube faves. I love your videos and tips that you give are wonderful. Due to you, I've picked up Underground Railroad and The Hate You Give. The next time I have a pajama day, I will read those 2 books like they are going out of style. Funny thing is, I live near the Underground Railroad Museum. Have a great, great Christmas and holiday season. P.S. Check out Black Like Me by John Howard Griffin. It won't disappoint. Well, I'm going to order that book immediately. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love this card. It is absolutely stunning, and I appreciate it, so thank you. Then this package came from Helen in Australia, which Stephen and I have been to Australia. We've been to Port Douglas, we've been to Sydney, and we really love Australia, and hopefully someday we get back there. But the fact that this came from Australia, I'm super excited, and I'm going to open it and see what is inside. Oh my gosh, this card says rosé, and like I said, something leaked, but I can still read it. Thank you for giving so much positive energy to all that enjoy watching you. Your kind soul and warm nature always bring a sprinkle of sunshine even on the gloomiest of days. Helen, this is amazing. First of all, you know how much I love palm prints, anything. And she sent me this beautiful notepad. It is a rose gold hummingbird. There you go. Oh my goodness. There is a green tea, a lemongrass and ginger tea, a peppermint tea, chamomile, jasmine, chai, English breakfast, Earl Grey. Oh, that is awesome. This one leaked a little, but it's still perfectly fine. Bitter orange, astringent toner. Oh my gosh. It smells so amazing. And then this one is amazing face. I am so excited to use these. Thank you so much, Helen. And Tracy for the card. Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna get this stuff put away, but I'm gonna get this cleaned up and then put away. All right, see you in a little bit. Oh. And Steven is making dinner tonight, and he is making something from Martha Stewart's magazine that he found when he was going through mine. It's like a white bean stew, and he's like, I'm gonna make this. The last time he cooked in the house, I think he caught it on fire, and the police came, literally, made a turkey burger, made so much smoke that the firemen showed up, and actually to come in the house and clear us, so we'll see how that goes. All right, gang, so I just edited the Vlogmas for day 2, and it is already like 27 minutes. So I'm actually going to end it now, but it's like going on 5 o'clock, and Steven has not started this stew. He's actually taking a nap upstairs. I think stew takes a long time to cook. So I don't know if we'll be eating tonight, but I'm going to end it here. Take care of yourself, take care of others, and be kind. Kindness is free, my friends, and it is the time of year to give it away as much as you possibly can. Until next time, bye-bye.